welcome to video 11. Today we're going to break down our handstands into some smaller drills so you can work on each individual part so you can get those perfect handstands coming for ready for back to class. But first we're going to start with a quick stretch and warm up. Okay, so to start our stretch, we're going to take our wrists and we're going to do some wrist rolls. Make sure you do both ways, so roll a couple times one way and then switch to the other way. And then we're going to move on to our waves, so put your hands together and wave from side to side. And then the other way. This is important so we warm up our wrists for our handstands so we don't get sore wrists during our skills. Alright, now we're going to drop onto the floor and we're going to go into our angry cat position. So making sure you're pushing up through your spine, squeezing your tummy all the way up as high as you can and pushing up through your shoulders as well. Make sure you keep your eyes sight down at your hands and your shoulders should be directly over your wrists as well. Now we're going to switch into happy cat, so pushing your belly button down to the floor and arching your back. And you can lift your head up at this time as well. Make sure you still have your hands and shoulders in line. And we're going to switch back to angry cat. Making sure we push up all the way, really stretching our spine into our curved position. And one more happy cat. Now we're going to move into lazy cat. So keeping your bottom up in the air, we're going to walk our hands forwards and push our shoulders down to the ground. If this is too easy or if you don't feel a very big stretch from this, you can prop your hands up on your fingertips and this will push your chest further down to the floor. Yep, and then push your chest down. Alright, now we're going to move into our seal. So making sure you bring your hands in close to your hips, keep your chest up nice and tall and pull your shoulders back, and try to keep your feet together at the back as well. From here we're going to tuck our toes under and move into our downward dog position to stretch out our back nice and straight. Making sure you try to push your heels down to the floor and squeeze your chest in, pushing it towards your legs. Alright, now we can stand up and we're going to move on to some strength for our handstands. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our strength. We're going to do some focus on our body position today, so we're going to do some dish rocks and arch rocks. And we're also going to do some kicks at the same time to really work our core muscles. So Shannon's going to lay down on the floor. We're going to lay on our back to start. And Shannon's going to just quickly show us our dish position with our arms down. If this is easy for you, you can do it with your arms up next to your ears. You can choose which one you would like to do. So first we're going to start with 10 rocks in our dish position. So you're going to hold your arms up either next to your ears and squeeze nice and hard or down on your thighs. But make sure you don't push and use your hands to support yourself. So ready, Shannon? We're going to go 10 times. So rocking 1, 2, 3. Make sure you keep your legs straight and toes pointed. 5, 6, and engaging your abs to make sure your core stays nice and tight. And 9, 10. From here, we're going to hold our dish position and do 10 kicks with our legs. So switching your legs up and down. Once you've done 1 on each side, that counts as 1. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now we're going to roll onto our tummy. You can do a quick seal stretch if your abs are a bit sore from that one. Again, making sure you keep your feet together at the back and breathing nice and deep. Then we're going to lay on our stomach with our arms up next to our ears. And Shannon is showing us our arch position right now. So this one is important so we have awareness of where our body is when we do our handstands. So to start, we're going to do 10 arch rocks. So you want to make sure you push your stomach down into the floor, kick with your heels, and lift your shoulders up when you come to the front. So up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're going to do the kicks in our arch position as well. So holding your body up in arch and kicking your legs, switching each time. Try to keep your hands up above the floor. If you need to take a little break, that's okay as well. We're almost done. And you can finish up there. Good work. Okay, so now we're going to move on to another strength exercise for our shoulders. For this one, we're going to need 2 chairs. So you're going to turn the chairs in to face each other and make sure you have enough room in between them so you can pop your hands on the seat to push yourself up. So we're going to do shoulder dips. So this is where we're going to shrug our shoulders and then push ourselves back up, dropping our shoulders as far as we can. So Shannon's going to show us a couple quickly just to show you what they look like. And make sure you keep your chin up looking forwards the whole time. Alright, can stop there. So it's important to make sure you have even weight on both sides, so you're working both shoulders evenly. And we're going to push up as high as we can into our shrug. And then when we relax, you're going to make sure you go as far down as you can. So we're going to do 5 first, and then we'll have a little break, and then we'll do another set of 5. Ready, Shannon? Make sure you keep your chest up tall. Off we go. So this will be 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1 more. And then you can relax on your knees for a couple seconds. If you need to adjust the chairs again, you can do that as well. And we're going to do another 5. Make sure we keep our chest up nice and tall and squeezing our tummy at the same time. Ready? Off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one. All of them. Alright, so now we're going to do a handstand hold against the wall with some leg switches at the top. This is to focus on our balance and our body position with removing legs during our handstand. So Shannon's going to show us when to start. So take off, make sure your hands are a little bit further away from the wall so you can balance, only your toes to touch the wall. Then we're going to take one leg away, just slightly towards our L handstand position. Hold for 3, 2, 1 and switch legs. And hold for 3, 2, 1 and switch legs. You can come down, Shani. So make sure for this one, what we want to avoid is arching our back while we're leaning our toes on the wall. So to fix this, we're going to try and hold our tummy in as tight as we can. Squeeze our bottom and make sure we squeeze our shoulders next to our ears the whole time. Okay, so now we're going to do 4 in a row, switching our legs a little bit faster, but making sure we still focus on squeezing our stomach in, our bottom, and keeping our arms nice and tight next to our ears. So Shannon's going to go for us and show us these 4 in a row. So you kick up to handstand, and then we're going to do a nice quicker one. So lift one leg and switch, making sure we squeeze our whole body the whole time and keeping our legs nice and straight. And one more, and then we're going to kick back down to our lunge. So you can repeat this a couple times if you'd like. Make sure you stretch your wrists in between so you don't get too sore. So now we're going to move on to a tuck handstand hold on the box. So for this one, it's important that we keep our chest rounded like with our other drills, but we're also going to want to make sure we tuck our knees in nice and close to our body so our bottom is directly over our shoulders and hands. So Shannon's going to get into our position. So hands on the floor, knees on the box. You want to tuck your feet up to your bottom, so pull your heels in towards your bottom. Make sure you have your hands nice and close to the box so you have a nice straight line down your body through to your hands. So we're going to hold this for 10 seconds, squeezing our shoulders to our ears the whole time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then to get out of this position, we're going to drop our knees and walk out to front support. Make sure you don't drop onto your hands. So you can have a small break, and then we're going to do one more 10-second hold. So when you're ready, you can hop back onto the box, into our tuck handstand position, making sure we tuck our legs up to our bottom, so touch your heels to your bottom. And for this one, we're going to try and take our hands in a little bit closer to the box to get our nice vertical position. So tucking your chest in nice and tight, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then returning out to our front support. For this one, you want to make sure that you're squeezing your arms to your ears the whole time. Even when you start to get tired, really squeeze those arms and focus. This will help you stay balanced in your handstand position. Alright, so now we're going to move on to a spotting drill for our handstand. So we're going to start in our pike position and take 1 foot up at a time slowly to our full handstand position, and then lower our legs back down 1 at a time to the box. So we're going to try and hold this for 5 seconds at the top of our handstand. You can hold the ankles to support and make sure you keep straight over your shoulders and your hands. So Shannon's going to hop into our pike position for us, making sure your toes are tucked under on the box. And before we start, we want to make sure that our shoulders, hands and our hips are in line. So one more step in. Yep. Now we have a nice straight line through our hips, shoulders and hands. So from here, you're going to stand next to your child or whoever you're helping at home. Lift 1 leg at a time up to handstand. You can hold their ankles, make sure you remind them to squeeze their tummy and their bottom. And then we can drop 1 leg at a time back down to the box. So now we're going to do it 1 more time and hold for 5 seconds. So 1 leg at a time, nice and slow so they can keep their balance. We're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down to the box. So you can have a break and repeat this a couple more times. This is important so when you are learning to do your handstands without a wall or a box to help, we're going to get a nice position and know where our vertical position is. So sometimes during your handstands you might do a little bit of a weaker kick and not quite make it up to a vertical position, but this drill will help you know where that position is. So when you practice your lunge into a handstand, you you kick up nicely. Alright, so now we're going to move on to a full handstand on the floor from a lunge, and we're going to practice our squatting position at the top. So parents, if you want to help your kids at home with their handstands, this is how you would help them do that. So what you want to make sure you're doing is standing on the side that is closest to their leg that they're going to kick up with first. So Shannon points with her right foot out in front, or her left foot, sorry, and kicks her right foot up first. So I'm going to stand on her right side so I can catch that right side first. This is important so you make sure you don't miss them when they kick up to handstand. So Shannon and I are going to show you one really quick. I'll show you where I catch her. So as they come up, you want to grab the first leg, make sure the second leg joins it at a vertical position. Remind them to squeeze their tummies and their bottoms and push up through their shoulders. Then we can make sure they kick down with the right leg, making sure they're not switching legs at the top. So now we're going to do this one more time, making sure we squeeze our body and that you're prepared to catch that leg. So we catch from the back, hold both legs, squeeze tummy and squeeze bottom, and kick back down with the same leg that you kicked up with. So you can try this a couple of times. Make sure you take some breaks in between so your wrist don't get too sore. So Shannon and I are going to show you one more time. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds this time. Ready? Up we go. Grab the legs, squeeze tummy and bottom, push up through your shoulders and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down with the right leg and finish in our lunge position. So you can practice this one as many times as you can. Make sure you give your wrists a break in between. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and that the drills and strength that we did for our handstands helped you to understand them better. Make sure you keep fit, make friends and have fun.